Welcome to the Launch to Six podcast, a podcast about how you can launch your online business from 0 to 6 figures in 24 months or less, regardless of your prior experience. Now, here's your hosts.
Do you want to go? Do you want me, I can. Do you want to intro?
Yeah. I'll intro. I thought he was gonna like drop his hand or something.
Yeah. Same.
But yeah,
He just sitting there masturbating or something.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I'll just count this in. All right. 3, 2, 1. Hi guys, welcome back to the Launch to Six podcast. Casper here. I'm here with Tom, and today we're going to be talking about what all of these ads are on my Facebook feed. So
a good
Tom,
one.
I reckon this is your domain. So just kick right off and just tell our listeners what all of these ads are.
Yeah, no, for sure. I think if people go on their Facebook feed now and then they think, oh, I've got my friends, but then they also see all their ads when they scroll down. And I think people don't realize why people do ads and stuff like that. And especially if they want to get into marketing, they don't realize the power of ads. But obviously a lot of people get annoyed, right? They're like, what are all these ads about? And they don't really understand, right? From what's your perspective been before you learned about marketing, Casper, when you would go on?
I just felt a little bit annoyed by ads, to be fair. But occasionally, I'd just stumble across one that would actually genuinely spark my interest.
Yes.
I mean, I'm going to be straight up honest. Most of the time, it was annoyance. So I'd be like, all of these ads invading my Facebook timeline. I just want to be scrolling and looking at pictures of classic cars and pugs and whatever else groups I'm subscribed to on Facebook. But I'm just being bombarded with these ads. But every so often, like one of them would just hit the mark. Like I'd be like, oh, actually, no, to be fair, I was considering getting one of these, and this is actually a fantastic deal on this thing. And probably stemmed from some sort of interest or some sort of search a few weeks ago where I showed a vague interest and that got picked up, or something along those lines. But yeah, I mean, talk to our listeners about that, about retargeting.
Yeah. So with the ads, so the way they work, guys, is like I said, you'll have ads that you're not interested in, but like what Casper said and what I've had, something will spark your interest because the marketer has used a platform like YouTube or Facebook and said, I want to target, they tell Facebook, I want to target this specific person, specific age. Facebook works with interest. So that's the way the Facebook platform works. And I want to do that. So you can do that. So if you're interested in the vegan diet, so the paleo diet, and you're a male in your 30s to 50s, they can target you. Or if you're interested in fitness, or you live in a certain town, or you visited a certain country recently, whatever it is, Facebook can do that. So that's what their ads. The reason why they're doing ads is that companies making money. They spend money to make money, that they get a return on investment. So they put $1 in, and if they do it well, and that's what we teach our clients to do, they can get $2, $3, $4, $5, $10 out over a 3 to 6 month period, which is huge because that's 10xing your money, and that's massive. So another way they do it is if you watch a video on YouTube, they can essentially say, hey, I want to show my ad to the person that watched that car video. So that YouTube channel, what they will do, they get paid what's called AdSense money from YouTube for allowing advertisers to advertise on their channel. So really, a lot of us get annoyed at, why are these people doing ads? You should really be annoyed at your favorite creator because they pressed a button to say on YouTube, especially, I want to get paid for showing ads. So people get confused with that. But like I said, like if you target the right people and you do your targeting correct, like you've probably signed up to people's email list, right, Casper?
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, if something has vaguely interested me, I will sign up because it's something I want to keep an eye out on. So Tom, would it be fair to say that I'm also somewhat of a guinea pig? So I'm being tested on. So all of these ads aren't necessarily targeted at me, or they're just kind of, the companies are testing to see what I respond to, and based on my response, that's what they tailor and train. So is it the case that not everything's always going to be relevant?
No, you're right.
To figure me out as a customer.
Yeah, they're right. So a lot of marketers, and that's what we teach our clients, is you have to test and split test the right audiences. 80% of the audiences won't work and 20% will. So then they test to see, are they getting clicks? Is it a high cost per lead? And then they delete them targeted interest, and then they focus on the right one. So no, you're absolutely correct. That's what happens. But also, people have probably had the experience. They're on Google, they click on a website, and they get followed everywhere. I'm getting showed, shoes. I'm getting showed this. What is this? And
That's
all it
happened to me many
Yeah.
times. I'll search something, sometimes purely out of interest, or
Yes.
sometimes I genuinely do have a need to fix or replace something, and I'll just search for it, and I'll find myself being bombarded with this thing for the next couple of weeks.
Yes.
I think one humorous example I was considering building a chicken pen in my garden because I've got a bit of space, and I don't know, I just wanted some fresh eggs in the morning, and I didn't have to go to the shop and buy them, kind of locally sourced, that kind of know the entire chain. I just wanted some eggs. So I just Googled it, and for the next couple of weeks, I'd be getting bombarded with building materials, with chicken wire, with ready-built chicken coops, with blog articles about how to keep chickens, about discount chicken feed, even all sorts of things. So they just must have flagged me as some sort of chicken farmer or some chicken keeping enthusiast.
Yes.
And just decided that that I'm somewhat higher likeliness to purchase chicken related products than the average Facebook user.
So the way that works is the data, Facebook buy that data. So if you didn't actually click on the website and you just searched it, they will basically gather that intelligence based on your interest. You get put in like a pool, and you're interested in maybe these top 100 things or top 20 things. But also a clear one is retargeting. So someone clicks on that website and that specific brand or that specific shoes, if they clicked on a specific web page with a necklace or shoes or, whatever it is, whatever product they're looking at, that page will have a pixel, as you know, if you set all this up, a tracking pixel sits on there. And then basically they tell Facebook or Google, follow these people around for 60, 90 or 120 days. And just these people, because they know they're what's called a hot audience. So that's ads, guys. At the end of the day, ads work. They've been around forever. TV, newspapers, print, and they're just always going to adapt. Facebook might go in 10 years. There'll be another site. There'll be another website.
Instagram has this as well. Every so often when I'm scrolling, I'll see an ad. A post that says promoted. So they do actually show which ones are ads, and they differentiate them from the normal post.
And I think it's important to know. That's a good point, man. I think it's important to know for everyone listening with ads. So what happens with companies? So they might not sell ads, but what they do is they build up a large database of people on what's called freemium. So that's like a technology company they raise money, they build up a large database that use their platform. Then they go sell ads because they make all their profit from ads. I believe Facebook I'm not exactly sure how much it is. I think it's 30 million a day from advertisers. 30 million hits their account every single day from paid advertising. And that's that's a lot of money because they've got 2 billion users. And that's whatever platform has a lot of people, even if they go, we don't do ads, they will do ads because that's how they monetize and they make money. Fair enough. We're in it's a capitalist society. Ads work really well. Yes, they are annoying. But if you learn how to be on the other side of it and how to use ads to help people solve a problem, but also make a lot of money, it becomes very, very exciting. I'm sure you look at ads differently now, right, Casper? Now you're
I think it's my personality. I just don't like being sold to. I don't like the pushy sale, and I find that ads kind of tend to be quite pushy and in your face. I mean, especially in my heritage. So I'm from Poland. Poland kind of has a lot of billboard advertising, and I find it kind of tends to almost ruin the aesthetic of areas. So having grown up with that, I've kind of had a very negative attitude towards ads. But I mean, they work. They do build an awareness. So every ad that I see kind of does register, and it's almost in my subconscious. So if I've been marketed even something as niche as like say a water softener for my plumbing, I'll kind of Google it, and this company will retarget me, and they'll build awareness, and I'll associate that company with the water softener, and then later on,
you end up buying eventually.
I'll end up buying from them, even if it is a couple of years later.
Exactly, yeah. I've had some people on my email list for 4 years, never bought anything. They just saw an ad, signed up for a free gift. Then they purchased because it was the right time.
It's the long game, yeah. You're not going to get everyone immediately, but you're going to get...
Exactly, man. Like McDonald's, they keep that large M up. you know, they keep that large golden, I can't even remember what it's called. What do they call it? Golden arches. They keep that up because they know eventually someone's going to get hungry and they're going to think of a burger and they're going to think of McDonald's first.
That's
if I
right.
ask you, what do you think of burgers? Most people go McDonald's. What do you think of coffee? Starbucks.
That's right.
Well, it's literally from consistent impressions.
Yeah, I remember on long car journeys as a child, I'd always kind of look out for the golden arches.
Yeah, I've done the same.
I wouldn't necessarily know how to get there. I'd just point to my parents and be like, drive in that direction.
And let's be honest, are they the best burgers? But they're the best marketed. So if you can have the best product and the best best marketing, you know, when someone gets your product, it's just amazing feeling for them, and they're like, I'm so happy you sold me this because it's really good. Like Apple or whatever, you know, some of you guys might like Apple, but whatever products you love, like I love, you know, like an apartment, right? Like you're renting this or a new home or your car. You're like, wow, this is amazing because you're passionate about it. So yeah, I think that's the wrap it up there. And yeah, no good stuff.
Yeah.
See you in the next episode, guys.
It covers ads. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening. Hear you later.
Also, for everyone listening, please do comment, leave a review, give us a 5-star review if you're loving it.
Very important to us. It gets our name out there, and we do appreciate the feedback, and we do try to answer every comment. So do make sure to like and leave a comment.
Yeah, no, we appreciate that. Okay, cheers, guys. See you in the next one.
Guys, take care. Bye.